Hi, this is Eugenia. I am from Ecuador and I have been living in the US for 14 years. 14 years in New York and about 6 months in Dutchess County. But I'm from the area. I went to school here and I know people of the community, so I am from the community. And I'm here to talk about depression today, my life story.
Thank you, Gina. Tell me, how do you discover that you have depression? How do you recognize that it's not a simple moment in your life that you're sad, like we all have those moments? How do you recognize it's an actual depression?
Well, that was about 14 years ago when I just came into the US. I was at the ESL class, and I was talking to a classmate, and when my teacher saw that I had a mark on my neck, and she asked me what happened, and I told her that one of my ex-boyfriends, or at the time was my boyfriend, so he just aggravated me. So when she saw me, she said that, so you must go to see a therapist. So then says you are not you have a problem here. So I didn't know I had a problem. It was a self-esteem. It was a low self-esteem, or was a depression. I didn't know. So then I decided to go and see a counselor, a social worker. Then I fill out a form, a questionnaire. Then I was diagnosed with depression and low self-esteem. So yeah, it was a professional that recognized that I had depression problems, which I didn't know. I thought it was normal to being sad so often. It wasn't like everyone has blues, or I don't know, everyone faces any type of problem any time of their lives, but mine wasn't just a sadness, was a depression. So since then I started to attending to talk to counselors. So then since then I have seen a number of counselors.
How old were you at that time?
How I was depressed. How old I was, or how?
Mm-hmm.
I was like 21, 22, about 21 or 22.
And how was that first experience with the social worker? Being the first time you were visiting a professional for this problem?
Wasn't easy to talk to someone about the personal problems, which I wasn't used to it. The culture where I came from, it wasn't easy, but it was helpful. She helped me to see life from different perspective, from meaning that I have hope in this life. It wasn't just feeling I had no choices, but she helped me to see life differently, that I was self-worth it. So that helped me to keep going and not thinking about it, suiciding, or I don't know, just hurting myself. Yeah, thinking differently and see life differently.
How did you get the information of these social workers? How can you find these resources in the community?
Well, my first counselor was through ESL classes. Yeah, but people can still get them help through ESL classes, or talk to a friend, or talk to me. That I have I've been through a lot of resources about depression. Talk to people with a similar situation, and talk to ABC Latino. That's how you talk to community. And you might not, or one might not be able to really tell people that it's suffering from depression, but just ask for, I don't know, someone. It says someone has a depression. Don't say you have it, but you can just ask health resources. So then health resources, I think everyone knows about depression. If someone knows about health resources, so they know depression.
Do you have family in this country?
Yeah, I have the closest. It's my brother who lives in Asini.
Mm-hmm. And the rest of your family is in Ecuador?
Yeah, the rest of them are in Ecuador.
And what do they think about this depression problem you have?
Truly, I have never talked to them about me having depression, so they don't know that I have depression.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know how they would react, but I positively think that they wouldn't understand. They think like depression is like laziness. Laziness, or that's for people who are insane. So I came from a tough culture, so it's hard really talking about depression. So I might let them know someday, I guess, but no, they don't know.
Okay, what are the symptoms that you feel that you say, okay, I'm gonna start getting this depression? What are those mainly symptoms that you start feeling?
When I'm feeling really, really depressed, I start shaking. I start to feel like chills. So I feel like isolate, like I feel helpless. So then start thinking that it would be better if I'm dead, or would be better if I'm not here anymore. So then I start to, if I'm alone in my bathroom, so I decided to just go out to talk to a friend and not seeing there's a knife or there's a scissor there. So in order to avoid them, so I decided to talk to a friend, talk to my mom, mostly talk to my mom, but not about depression, but just talk about the other things that I'm going through. So they encourage me in other ways, so that helps me to see that I still have hope and I shouldn't be dying.
So you get support from friends and also from your family, even though they don't know that you suffer from depression. Did you get help also from these social workers that you have been working with throughout the years? When you get these moments where you think are hurting yourself, do you call them right away, or what's in your mind when you were having these feelings?
Yeah, if I'm really depressed, that I feel like no one could help me at this moment. I call a social worker, so I make an appointment right away. Yeah, so that's the main thing I do. Yeah, besides calling my mom, just to make an appointment and just go to see her. Yeah, mostly are females. Go to see her and just talk to them and cry out everything. So that helps me a lot. Yeah.
Have you been in a medical treatment?
Yes, I have been. Yes, in the past. Yeah.
And what is your opinion on this? Did it help you, or how was the experience?
Well, I was on medication for 9 months. That only covered it up for me. The reeling helped them. The problem that's way deeper. Yeah, that didn't help me to really solve the problem. My problem is deeper than that. The medication only covered it up. So I think the best thing that helped me is talking to counselors. So they helped me to find new solutions and seeing that life is worth it and I'm worth it. Seeing life differently than I see, not seeing the life as just in my world. See, I don't know, see different ways to live, or to think. Yeah, mostly different ways to think. So probably they have taught me how to think.
What would you say to people that are right now going through depression and they haven't get any help yet? What is your advice?
Well, yeah, I think I know it's important to talk to family and friends, but it's really important to talk to a professional, like counselors, psychologists. So to just make an appointment with them, and just talk to them. They will diagnose if you really have a depression, or you're just having a momentary blue. So and just do, probably, if you could do, just read books about self-esteem, seeing life differently, watch movies. That helped me on my experience, reading books and watching movies. So then I see life from different points of view, seeing that life is worth it, that I don't have to feel that I just want to end my life because I don't see any light at the end. There is always a light at the end, so that's all I can say.
How do you see the Eugenia when he was 22 at that time and the Eugenia today, 14 years later? What's the difference? Did it help all this process going with the social workers? What did you learn from all this experience so far?
Well, going to therapies helped me to improve my self-esteem, to starting to love myself, or perhaps putting myself first of anything, seeing myself as someone who's worth it. Yeah, and then seeing or listen different points of view, and thinking life outside of the box. I know it's hard, especially when I came from a tough culture, as I said. So seeing different, other than religion, than culture, yeah, seeing or listening to people who think differently, or hear advices. I don't know. So that helps. So seeing life outside of myself. So that helps me to keep going.
Thank you so much.